I'm Tim Oliver. I am a manager at SC&H Group, and I'm one of the people in our outsourced accounting practice. So we are basically doing all the outsourced accounting for probably about 30 plus startup companies mostly, and a mix of nonprofits and just various other ones.
Yeah, I'm Bill Constantopoulos. I'm a manager in the Accounting Solutions Division at SC&H Group. I specialize in the VAR side of things, VAR Intacct implementations.
My name is Brett Schneider. I work for SC&H Group. I'm a senior manager in our Accounting Solutions practice.
So we're built around Intacct, so that's we put all of our clients on basically from day one. But then we can use FloQast to close everything and kind of give us the ability to really see everything going on and make sure that close happens timely.
A lot of clients have reconciliation needs and reconciliation issues. As good as Intacct can be, it doesn't really allow for any workflow around the reconciliations.
One of the first things we ask when we go into a VAR implementation is, can you send us your close checklist? Like what your close calendar looks like? A lot of times they're like, we don't have one. We don't have a checklist or a calendar. It's like, okay, so how are you following your processes?
So before we were using FloQast, we were basically putting everything in a bunch of folders on our network drive. With that, everything was very decentralized. You really didn't know where anything was. The
close process is really managed in Excel. A lot of emails back and forth, going through Excel documents, different versions we're running into issues with.
Right here, it's now knowing like what I can see a dashboard, like what do I need to do, and what's ready for me to review. Like I don't have to be like hounding people. I'm like, they tell me, and I see it's there, I see it's ready. It's not for to save any of that mess.
I think definitely in the workflow to have the dedicated reconciler, if you will, and a system automated approval workflow around that, or reviewer. We think that's extremely beneficial. Strong audit trail, auditors love that, especially being at a CPA firm. You know, we're always getting the auditor perspective, and really just shortening the close. We found it just creates much more streamlined reconciliation.
I think picked up how we've used it more, put a lot more clients. We probably had about 10 or 12 at that point. I guess now we're probably closer to 20 to 30 or so on FloQast.
Your dashboarding capability really stood out, and just the management of the overall process. That you can see exactly where you are in each step of the process and who's up for it. And it's very user-friendly, very intuitive.
Working with the support team has been great. I know Troy is our representative there, so we're talking to him a decent amount, and about maybe 2-3 months ago, we switched over from using Google Drive to using OneDrive, and he was extremely helpful getting us from Google Drive to OneDrive. I was on phone with our head of IT, or our network administrator, for probably a couple hours one night, making sure that thing worked. So that was a much smoother process than it could have been, I feel like, somewhere else.
My favorite FloQast feature is dashboards. I'm an analytics person. I like seeing the data readily available, displayed nicely. I'm a very visual person. So just being able to click and see everything in front of you, those circles with the percentage complete and everything, it's fantastic. And the progress bars, it makes it so much easier.
I think my favorite FloQast feature is just the way it integrates with Intacct, where I can see the account balances and the balances on our reconciling spreadsheets or schedules, and really easy way for me to see, are things right before I even go and start to review anything, and knowing that not having to have Intacct open the entire time, looking at every single account, knowing that this is updated, this is synced, I know those numbers are going to be correct.
One thing we always try and do is save our clients time, ultimately. We do see that after implementing FloQast, clients are just generally happier. I would definitely recommend FloQast to other companies, especially when comparing to some other reconciliation tools in the marketplace.
I would definitely recommend them to other companies, and at this conference I have to some newer IAPs, just basically saying how easy it makes the process and how it's just, you streamline everything, you put it in one place.
I think all companies are looking to shorten their close cycle. Even if they have a great close cycle, saving a couple more days, a couple more hours to be able to do other things, it's major.
I'm Tim with SC&H Group.
I'm Brett with SC&H Group.
I am Bill with SC&H Group, and I own my close.
I own my close.
And I own my close with FloQast. I own it.
Awesome.